friends, welcome back to Bountifully Blessed. My name is Becky and I'm really excited to share my garden with you tonight. It's amazing what just a couple of weeks really does to the garden. It's amazing just the transformation that can take place with some proper conditions and the right environment. And it's amazing with the amount of rain we've had and even the amount of heat we've had. I've been really concerned, especially about my tomatoes, but we've got some excitement in the garden tonight. So let me bring you along and share my excitement. So if you didn't get a chance to see my short, you'll know that we had some riping that was happening. First riping of a very new thing for me. And I'm very excited because I have a fully ripened pepper here. I really don't want to pick it yet. And this guy is just about there. So that's very exciting. Also, over here with our lovely peppers, we have got our first official bell for our hot salsa blend. I have no idea what these three peppers are actually going to be. I know the mix that they were in, but that is it. So I'm very excited to see what this turns out to be. So we've got one here and one here, and that is just so exciting to see that, especially since it's the smallest one, and I just keep picking off all of the little pepper blossoms only so that I can make sure that the plant gets nice and big and is focusing on producing foliage. So honestly, I probably should pick those off because the plant is quite small, but I'm not going to because I have two right here that are getting nice and big, and neither one of them have any little bells on them. Also, my lovely little jalapeno here, after it got destroyed by our wind, it is making a comeback. Look at that. That is hope right there. And I'm very excited to see how well this little guy still does, even after all of that. That is so encouraging. When you see something like that, I thought that my garden was dead, and instead it was completely not. And the complete opposite is happening, which I almost just pulled the whole thing out because I thought it was dead. And I'm very glad that I didn't, because I saw that little ray of hope with just a little teeny tiny, what I thought was a little pepper leaf. And behold, there it is. Okay, this is my next very, very exciting part. I was doing a video that you guys will be seeing before you see this one on pruning my tomatoes. And tonight I was trellising up a couple of little extra strays, we'll call them, and we have some excitement. Oh my goodness! We have on our lovely chocolate cherry tomatoes, we have our very first fruit. Let me find him. Right here. Ta-da! Is he not the cutest little thing ever? Oh my goodness, so exciting. And this little guy, he looks a little wonky right now because he was down far in the ground, and so he's reaching towards the sunlight. And behold, my first official tomato that has made its way through the obnoxious heat. And we've got all kinds of wonderful little blossoms that are appearing everywhere on here. We've got that cute little blossoms. And over here, we've got these guys up here. Oops. And again, we've had a lot of heat, so I've been having a lot of blossoms dropping. I know I saw some other ones. My first set of Jubilee tomato blossoms, which I cannot believe how big these guys are. Look at these. I'm only used to growing little tomatoes, so when I see something this big, it's just so impressive to me. Like, look at how huge those are. Like, I'm so excited to see these. because if their blossoms are that big, I'm very excited to see what the tomatoes are gonna come out like. And let's see, this guy's got some new blossoms that are coming up here. They're not open yet, but that's okay. That's progress. So we've got a lot of excitement going on here. Lots of excitement. So very, very excited up in here. And this little guy, he is thriving. I'll have to get him trellised here soon. It's kind of getting smooshed. There we go. Because he's been kind of little. But after the very first day of what we saw him like, he's doing amazing. And I have no idea what happened to my cucumber seedlings. I've just got a ton of weeds, so we will be having to do that at a later date. But I've just been pulling all of these lovely weeds too while I've been at it. Might as well, right? So the excitement in the garden, we have our first ripe pepper, our first ripe anything in the garden actually. And we have our first tomato setting, which is very exciting for me. I've never grown any of the tomatoes that I have in my garden this year. And I'm very excited to see. Apologize, I just got interrupted by a bug. And apparently I hit the off button. Anyways, so we're very excited. I've never grown any of the tomatoes that I have this year. And I'm very excited to see how they all turn out. I've got a lot of hopeful plans with all of the different varieties of things I'm growing, and we will see how it turns out. I'm a little nervous though. These St. Kiss peppers, I'm a little scared. I am planning on trying one. We'll see what happens. Thank you so much for joining me this evening, and I trust that you'll have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.